Welcome back. A small Northwest Iowa community has revealed a new monument tonight honoring locals who lost their lives while defending our nation.
Reporter Roger Riley takes us to Pomeroy to see how that project came together.
The wind blows in Northwest Iowa, but it won't be blowing away the memories of soldiers from here who served and died. This community raised $50,000 to build this new monument. The town's mayor, Cindy Lote, spent 3 years gathering information about those who served.
I walked Union Cemetery 9 times, and I walked in different seasons of the year because if people put their military plaques on the ground, they were covered by leaves, they were covered by grass in the summer, and they were covered by snow in the winter.
The names of 700 soldiers who are from Pomeroy and the towns of Jolly and Knoke are honored.
So his name is Kenneth Keys. He grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, and because they hunted for all their food, he started using a gun to hunt on the Appalachian Mountains at 8 years of age. So he was really a good marksman. He got a Bronze Star, Purple Heart, but in the end he got awards from the German Army and the French Army because he was such a good marksman.
Not all soldiers who are honored here are actually from here.
We have several military people who got this far on the railroad and ended up meeting someone and got married to them, and this is where they stayed. Gordon Prang, he was the chief historian for General Douglas MacArthur from 1942 to 1951.
Most of all, the stories of soldiers from here who paid the ultimate price.
They had pictures of all the people who came to the funeral, and at the end of the article it said these 3 people were in the same war, killed at the same time. But he was the only one. Mr. Schnell was never brought back. Almost everybody on here, they all have a story, and whether I found it from their tombstone or whether I found it from a family member or whether some people wrote to me.
Again, that's Roger Riley reporting. Meanwhile, a retired Army colonel has embarked on a 1,700-mile ride to honor the 6 soldier friends he lost 15 years ago in Afghanistan. Tonight, he's overnighting in Carroll.
Cycling across country 1,700 miles to visit the graves of the 6 paratroopers from a unit who were killed in action in Afghanistan 15 years ago. Our paratroopers did something remarkable, which is motivate a large insurgent group to stop fighting and to switch sides. I think it's the only time it's happened in the 20-year history of the war.
Colonel Kolenda stopped in Carroll to honor Adrian Hike, who died on patrol November 12th of 2007 when his vehicle hit an improvised explosive device.
I want to honor their service and sacrifice. I mean, they all died serving in places where I asked them to serve, doing things I asked them to do. So I want to tell their stories. I want people to know them as flesh and blood human beings and not only as names etched in granite. And I also want to support the rest of 800 folks who need help.
In addition to honoring those who died in the line of duty, Colonel Kolenda is raising money for a foundation to help his former soldiers who are struggling with drugs as well as PTSD. We thank him for his service and his hard work there, that's for sure.
That's right, a really good cause. And KCAU 9 News is proud to tell the stories of all veterans, especially those here in Siouxland. We do so every Tuesday at 10 o'clock, so tune in tonight. And nominations, by the way, are always open for that segment, so if you know a veteran with a story to tell, we'd like for you to email us. You could do so at veteransvoices@kcautv.com.